Hi, everybody. Unfortunately, KWBG Business Guild Luncheon today, 4th of September, Wednesday, Women Fest kickoff was interrupted by a fire alarm right in the middle of my speech. So many people asked what happened next and wanted me to finish my speech for them to hear. I decided to now, with the help of my lovely spouse, to record the remainder of the speech so you all can listen to it, hopefully glean something from it, and share it with others. We'll also post it for the Women's Fest attendees to hear. So there it was, another pivotal moment I'd like to share with you. It was at Air Assault School in the Army. I joined the Army to get the old GI Bill, which basically meant 4 years of college for free. Well, it wasn't exactly free. It was hard work, hard to survive, and still very much a man's army. But I kept my eye on the promise of education and a better life after the Army. When I was in the 101st Airborne Division, working as a mechanic, there were only 2 women in my company, 120 men, and the CO, Captain Parsons. He was a crusty old Vietnam Cobra pilot. One day he called me into his office and said, "I have a quota to meet. I need 30% of my company to graduate from Air Assault School. These men are pussies. They won't sign up. But if you go, you are tough. You will graduate, and I'll have them lined up down the hall." So off I went. Picture it. I was on a nice exercise, carrying my 40-pound pack, my weapon, rappel gear, my boots on the skid, and it was very windy. The chopper was swaying side to side when the guy next to me says, "Did you hear about the girl who ran on a rope last week in weather like this? She broke a lot of bones when she smashed on the ground, and now she's paralyzed." I'm like, what? Are you really saying this to me right now? Can you imagine the fear I felt looking down into the pitch black, thinking this might be the last thing I see before I die? The lights of the pawn shops outside the gate flashing in the distance. Just then, Rappel Master, he points at me and barks, "Go!" Was I scared? Hell yes, I was scared. I said to myself, "God, give me courage," as I jumped off the skid and into the darkness. The rope burning through my hands. Count, I thought. 1 1,000. 2 1,000. Bam! I hit the ground hard. Oh wait, I was okay. Nothing was broken. Okay, now get up and move out. That was the moment I learned to embrace fear, the fear of death, really, and overcome it. Have you had a moment in your life when you were scared of something and you did it anyway? That's courage. Here's some advice from my Angela, poet, writer, civil rights activist. She said, "I would encourage us to try our best to develop courage. It's the most important of all virtues, because without courage, you can't practice any other virtue consistently. You can be anything erratically. You can be kind, fair, true, genuine, all that. But that thing, time after time, that you need is courage." Some of you may have read my bio online. After my active duty service, I joined the reserves, and at the same time, I was hired as an Army civil servant. I spent the remainder of my career with the Army, leading change and inspiring others to do so, all the while drawing from the love and hope instilled in me by other women. In the words of Maya Angelou, once again, if you decide, I will not stay in rooms where women are belittled. I will not stay in company where races, no matter who they are belittled. I will not take it. I will not sit around and accept dehumanizing other human beings. If you decide that you do that in small ways and continue to do it, finally you realize you've got so much courage. End quote. And Anita Hill once said, take the tools and the skills and the resources of every kind that you have and go out, find something that you know is not fair. It's not just, and begin to change it in whatever way you know, in whatever way is appropriate for you. But don't ignore it. Don't think it's somebody else's job to change it. Confront it in your own way and make it your job to make change. The last quote is from Jane Goodall, author, speaker, founder of the Jane Goodall Institute, and Roots and Shoots. People should never give up. There is always hope. If we all give up hope and do nothing, then indeed there is no hope. It will be helped by all of us taking action of some sort. Cumulatively, our small decisions, choices, and actions make a very big difference. So join me and others to make change for the better for all women in the future. In closing, my advice to you today is to never give up hope. Face your fears. Find your courage. See the world through the eyes of love. Hold on to hope and fight for what's right. Let us celebrate all women through Women Fest and make a difference in these women's lives. Thank you for listening to me today.
Ooh, ah!